Hi, it's Andrea from Andrea's Advice, and today I'm going to be talking about the time I met Franta and the war I had in the process. So no, this is not a clickbait. I will talk about when I met Franta and also the war I had. The video will mainly be focusing on the war, but I will also talk about when I met Franta and the picture that we took together. So let's get started. Okay. Me and my friend decided to go see Franta for his book signing at Mall of America last year, and we first had to get the books or whatever, so like you would have to go there, get the books, and then come back later. So we got there like I think 6 a.m. or something because I wanted to go early enough so we wouldn't have to like wait in line in case there's like a lot of people there. And so once we got there was like this extra long line, and I'm like, fuck, you know, because like no one wants to wait all day, plus we had school, and so we ended up parking and we got out, and it like was like super cold that day. I think all I had on was like some like, I don't know, like jogger or some like little jacket or something, like with no top I think underneath or something. It was terrible. I was extra cold. Like people was there with their parents and they had like covers and stuff, and I was like, where's my mommy at? Because like I'm cold right now. Like we didn't have any covers or anything like that, so it sucked. But we finally got inside. They were giving out bracelets to make sure that you got a book before you came back later on that day. And so we got our bracelets, we got our books, and we went to school. She dropped me off and she went to her school because we went to different schools, and there was already like girls already camping out like the whole day there, and I was like, that's crazy. Like I have school, I can't be missing that. Like it's like not about to happen. So I go to school. I got there like towards the end of first period, and then school was over. I went home. I think I changed, and my hair was like not the best, so I ended up putting like on a I ended up putting on a beanie. I went over my hair with like a flat iron or whatever because it wasn't really like anything at the time or whatever. And my friend came and she got me, she picked me up. We went back to Mall of America, and once we got there, it was like a super long line. And if anyone's ever been to Mall of America, you guys know it's like a really big mall or whatever. I think it's like the #1 mall in America or whatever. And so we got there, it was like a super duper long line, and the lines were like in different like sections. So there was the main section where like the stage was, and then there was like many little sections or whatever after that, like, and there was like a gap in between, and there was like I think like mall cops or something at the beginning of each line to like make sure, I guess, she wasn't budging or anything like that, and like you had your bracelet. So we went to the end of the line, which is like on the right side of the mall, all the way at the end, I think like right by Macy's, I believe, or whatever. And so we got in the end, or we got in line or whatever, and we're just kind of waiting, you know, to have our chance to meet Franta or whatever. And throughout the process, like I was trying to convince my friend to like, you know, like let's be the last ones, like let's go to the end so we can like have like a better chance of, I guess, like conversating with Franta, stuff like that. And she kept saying no, like she was not budging, but like I feel like I'm pretty persuasive when I want to be. So, you know, I was like trying to keep persuading her to like go to the end of the line. So like we kept going up in line or whatever, and like by the time I think we got to like the main section, so she finally gave in, and we end up going to the end of the line. And then, so this is where like, I guess like the good part comes in or whatever. So we're at the end of the line, and I think we both noticed, or I noticed, whoever, we noticed that there was these 2 little girls who were probably about like 12 or 11, like I don't know. They were younger than us, and we saw them and we realized that they were trying to be like at the end of the line too. And so we're like, this is not about to happen, because like we're not about to let like some little girls like beat us. Like there's no way that's gonna happen. And so we both decided to like kind of, I guess you could say, like have a war with them. Like once that happened, like there was a war, like we're not about to let them like beat us or anything like that. And so we were trying to like strategize on like how to beat them or whatever, pretty much. And we saw these other girls. It was 2 girls at the time, because the other one was like I think out shopping or something. And I was thinking like, well, I think they're trying to be like the last ones too. And like I didn't really care who the last one was, I just didn't want it to be like little kids or whatever. So then I was telling my friend like, oh, I think I'm gonna go over there and like talk to them to see like if they're trying to be the last ones, and then like if they want to team up with us. I went up to the girls and I was like, are you guys trying to be like the last ones in line like us? Because you know, they were kind of like off to the side, not necessarily like really in line, like they looked like they were waiting or something. And they was like, oh no, we're waiting on our friend or whatever. And I was like, oh okay. And I was like telling them like what was going on or whatever. And so anyways, I forgot like how it all happened, but they ended up teaming up with us once their friend came. And so we ended up teaming up together, trying to like strategize on like how to be the last ones, and like nothing was necessarily really working at the time because the girls was like always still behind us, because they would end up like just standing there or whatever, or like trying to act like they were like doing something or whatever. And so we were like always like in front of them or whatever, and so we kept like trying to strategize on like what to do or whatever. So we kept going to the back, and then they would keep going to the back, and it was just like kind of like back and forth type of thing or whatever. And then so at this point, like the line, there's not necessarily like really a line at this point. There's probably like 30 people left, and so we're really trying to like think of something to do, because like we want to like be the last ones. Like I did not want those little girls to like beat me. Like that was not about to happen. We're still going back and forth or whatever, and these girls are like very vicious. Like you may think like I'm like some mean person or something like that, but like let me tell you, like these girls are like vicious. I mean like mean girl. Like, so don't feel bad about these girls. Like let me tell you, they were like mean girls. Like meaner than me. I'm not even mean, so like they were mean. So anyways, we're like keep going closer and closer up to like the stage where like Connor Franta was. There's like a kind of like a background to like, so we couldn't see Connor Franta. He was like on the other side of that, on the stage or whatever. And so like we're steadily going closer and closer, you know, keep going back and forth or whatever. And at some point there was a girl, like I don't know when this girl really came in, honestly. I think when we got closer or something. I don't remember how she really came into the picture, but anyways, there was this girl with her mom, and I think she also wanted to like be the last one. We weren't really necessarily like talking to her. No, actually that's what happened. She ended up teaming up with like the little girls or whatever, and like they tried to like, now they have her on their side, so like they're trying to go against us, we're trying to go against them or whatever. And so like we're like steadily going back and forth or whatever. And so we finally beat them by like, so one of the girls we ended up teaming up with, I think she went to go talk to her mom or something, and then after that, what happened? There was like these like police officers that were kind of like behind us, I think, kind of like at the end of the line or something like that. And so she ended up talking to the police officers and was like, oh, you know, can we go to the end of the line, because like we really love Connor Franta or something like that. Like I don't remember, something like that. And he was like, yeah, sure. Like he didn't really care. And so we ended up going to the end of the line, and like at that point, like the little girls and like the other girl, like they knew like they were done for, and so they're all kind of like sad or like mad or whatever. And so I think at this point it was like pretty much just us in line or whatever. And the girl who was with her mom ended up talking to us or whatever, and she was telling us how like she drew a picture of Connor Franta, and like, you know, how she really loves him and like all this other stuff. And I kind of felt bad, but like at the same time I was like, well, you should have sided with us, I don't know. But so anyway, she was talking about that, and her mom, like I forgot what she said, but like I remember her talking about how we was like very clever or something. I feel like she low-key calls like bitches or something. I don't remember. But I was like, what the fuck? She was giving us like the side eye and shit like that. But anyways, she ended up going or whatever, and then it was me, my friend, and the 3 girls we ended up teaming up with. That was the last one. So me and my friend went, and then the other 3 girls. And so then my friend had went, and then I went. So it was my turn to finally meet Connor Franta, and I went up the stairs or whatever, and then I met him. I think he was like, hi, how are you? And I was like, oh, I'm good or something. And I feel like he was saying something else, and I right away went into like the hug, well, not the hug, but like the pose or whatever for the picture. But I feel like he was about to say something else, but I kind of just went and like kind of like stood next to him or whatever to like get the picture or whatever. But I feel like he was about to say something else. But anyways, we took the picture, and then he was like, have a nice day or whatever. I think he gave me a hug, and then I went downstairs or whatever, and I was waiting for the rest of the girls. It was really nice. Like he was really nice. I think I wasn't like, I don't know, I was pretty calm the whole time, and so that's probably why I ended up like kind of like rushing through it or whatever. So one of the girls, her auntie had went to school with Connor Franta, and so she ended up meeting him. I think she told him, he was like, oh, that's cool or whatever. And then like The 3 girls we were with, the last girl, I think she got like 2 hugs in the end or whatever. But yeah, he was really nice. It was a really cool experience. I ended up like adding the 3 girls on Snapchat, and yeah, and actually, oddly enough, one of the girls who we were like going against, I think she actually liked my friend's tweet or something about it or something, like, which was weird. I don't even know how she found her, but so yeah, so I don't think there's like any bad blood or anything like that. We just happened to win, and you know, we're cool. Like, I don't know. Anyways, for the picture that you guys all been waiting for, I do look a hot mess. I look like I'm on drugs. I look like I'm fucking drunk. I don't know, but like, I don't even know how this looks so bad. Like, you know how like when you take a picture and you think like you look good, and then you find it and you just look horrible. Like, let me tell you. So like, the way we got our pictures is like, it was on like a website or whatever, and like you just pretty much had to download it from there. And like, I went through like everyone's pictures because mine was like kind of towards the end or whatnot. And I was going through everyone's pictures, and like, let me tell you, like everyone looked good, like except for me. I was like, I don't know what happened, but somehow I ended up like looking a hot mess. But anyways, to the picture. That's my story of when I met Franta and the war that kind of took place. If you guys ever see this, the girls who I had like war with or whatever, like it, because why not? And if the girls that I ended up teaming up with sees this, Snapchat me. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you really like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I post new videos every Sunday, so yeah. And Franta, if you ever see this, just know that it was out of love, and that I would do it all over again. So okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye.